Joe Patterson.
Okay. How old are you?
34.
Why did you get into coaching?
My dad was a coach. I grew up around it. I played a lot of sports growing up, and realistically, it was pretty much the only thing I ever knew. And when I was done playing, I couldn't live without it, so I decided to go into coaching.
Okay. So what made you pick baseball rather than football?
Probably just because I played at a higher level at baseball, and I mean, when you're trying to get a job, that's a way that you can get a job quicker. Football is honestly probably my favorite sport, but baseball, obviously, I played at a higher level and probably know a little bit more about it, the game ins and outs, and feel like I'd be a better baseball coach than football.
Okay. So how long have you been coaching?
11 years.
Okay. What is one thing that you would tell a young coach?
One thing I would tell a young coach getting into it: don't look for credit. Don't look for too much credit, because you could do the best job in the world and people aren't going to notice. And then sometimes you'll get all the credit, sometimes you won't get any of the credit. And if you're in it for credit and trying to get back slaps and people telling you you're doing a great job and all that all the time, and you're in the wrong profession. You're going to have to be humble and be secure with your own decisions.
What is the hardest part about being a head coach?
Being a head coach, probably worrying about keeping everybody happy. I mean, it's at times you're going to have to make the unpopular decision, and people are going to have to learn to live with that, and you have to be confident enough in your decision and your leadership ability that sometimes you're not going to be the most popular person in the room, but you have to do what you think is best for your program.
Okay, and last question. What is the most important thing that you look for when trying to build a staff?
Honestly, for me, I like guys that I know will work hard and that are good to be around and good people. Because you're going to be with them a lot, and I mean, you're going to have to ask them to do things they don't want to do sometimes, and most of the time you can find the hardworking person that's a good guy and it's fun to be around. I mean, it's going to be good. I look for a relationship with the coach first, like as a personal relationship, when I like to hang out with this guy, like not at the field type of deal. Because you're going to spend a lot of time with them, and you got to know that you can trust them.
Okay. Last question. What is the most fulfilling thing about being a high school baseball head coach?
Probably when a kid you coach for a long time, 4 or 5 years later, sends you a text, updates kind of like how his life is and something that you did that impacted him as a high schooler, and he tells you that probably like when he's about 24, 25. That's probably my favorite part of it so far.
Alrighty, thank you.
You bet.
Okay. So how long have you been with Coach Pat?
I've been coaching with Coach Pat for 7 years now.
Okay. So what made you want to go to Mustang with him? When you left?
He's my best friend, and the minute he got the phone call that he got the job at Mustang, he called me and he asked me, would you go with me? And it was, I didn't hesitate. It was just an automatic yes to go.
Alrighty. So what's one word you would use to describe Coach Patterson?
He's relentless in everything he does. His work, his dedication to any program he's with, his work ethic with players, on and off the field.